لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. نحمد الله تعالى ونستغفر وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده وحبيبه ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأزواجه وصحبه خلفاء الراشدين المهديين من بعده. وزل المتي على التحقيق خصوصا منهم على الميت خلفاء رسول الله على التحقيق أمراء المؤمنين حضرة أبو بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعلى باقي صحابة التابعين رضوان الله عليهم أجمعين. يا أيها المؤمنون الحاضرون اتقوا الله تعالى إن الله حمل الذين اتقوا الذين هم محسنون. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. All praises are due to Allah, Lord of the universes. All praises are due to Allah who says in the Holy Quran, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And remember when his Lord tried Ibrahim with his commands, and Ibrahim fulfilled them. Allah said, truly, I have appointed you a leader for mankind. Ibrahim said, and of my descendants will there be leaders. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, my promise does not include the tyrants, the zalimin. And when we made the house at Mecca a place of return for mankind and sanctuary, saying, take as your place of worship the place where Ibrahim stood to pray. And we imposed a duty upon Ibrahim and Ismail, saying, purify my house for those who are to make tawaf, and those who stay in iktikaf, and those who bow down or prostrate themselves in prayer. Recall when Ibrahim said, my Lord, make this a city of peace and provide its people with fruits, those of them who believe in Allah and the last day. And he, Allah, said, as for the one who disbelieves, I shall let him enjoy little. Then I shall drag him to the punishment of the fire. How evil an end it is. Sadaqallah al-Azim. May all peace and blessings be upon the Sultan of the Prophets, Sayyidina Mawlana Muhammad Mustafa alayhi salatu wasalam. We're making salawats from the words of Imam Jazuli in Dala'il al-Khairat, saying, send blessings which are eternal and continuous, which last as long as the waves crash in the oceans and people make tawaf around the Kaaba Sharif from all sides with crowds of Hajjis. The best of all blessings and peace be upon our Master Muhammad, the generous messenger, his friend among all the slaves, the intercessor for all created beings at the appointed time. May peace and blessings be upon his noble family and blessed companions, especially upon the four Khulafa Rashidin, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, Hazrat Umar al-Faruq, Hazrat Osman al-Ghani, and Hazrat Ali al-Murtaza, and all those who follow them until the last day. May peace and blessings be upon the Mashayikh of this most noble way, the leaders of the caravan to the divine presence. May peace and blessings be upon the Ottoman Sultans who protected this ummah and raised the flag of Islam. May Allah love those who love them. May Allah curse those who hate them. May Allah return their rights to them soon. Ya Rabbi, on this day when the Hajjis are gathering in Mina and are preparing to go to Arafah, the place where du'as are answered, please accept our dua. We are asking, Ya Rabbi, for the ummah. Help the ummati, Ya Rabbi. Help the believers that are in suffering and under cruelty and under oppression, Ya Rabbi. Help the believers in Gaza, in Kashmir, in Sudan, in Burma, in Turkestan, in every place where they are being oppressed. Ya Rabbi, end the era of the tyrants. Ya Rabbi, send your shade to this earth through a sultan, through a khalifa. Ya Rabbi, send Hazrat Muhammad Mahdi alayhi salam. Amen. We are in the holy days of Hajj. It is the days when the Hajjis are in Ihram. They are staying in Mina. And tomorrow we'll go to Arafah in a practice for the Day of Judgment. The Hajjis are going there wearing the Ihram, which is a funeral shroud. The Hajj is a practice for death and of the day of Qiyamah. But today everything they put there is to distract the believers from that reality. In the place where they are walking in the footsteps of Hazrat Ibrahim and Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam, of Holy Prophet alayhi salam and the Sahabi Kiram, there are now skyscrapers and malls and every kind of distraction that pulls the heart towards dunya. So everything around us is showing us without any question or doubt that we are in the end of times. Because Holy Prophet ﷺ said, near the time of Qiyamah, in the end of times, the rich ones from amongst my ummah, they will perform Hajj for the sake of travel and enjoyment. The middle class will perform Hajj for commercial purposes, thereby transporting goods from here to there while bringing commercial goods from there to here. The scholars will perform Hajj for the sake of show and fame. And the poor will perform Hajj for the purpose of begging. And here ﷺ also said at the end of times, 4 types of people will perform Hajj. The rulers for enjoyment, the wealthy to do business, the poor to beg, and the Quran reciters to show off. The signs of the Day of Judgment, they are not just unimportant things that we are just going to look at here and there on the list. They mean that the Day of Judgment, the last day, the doomsday is coming soon. But what is Judgment Day? Holy Prophet ﷺ said, the sun will be lowered on the day of resurrection to the distance of a mile, and its heat will be increased by as much. It will boil skulls, just like the boiling of pots. They will sweat by the measure of their sins. Among them are those to whom it will reach their ankles. Among them are those to whom it will reach their shins. Among them there are those to whom it will reach their midsections. And among them are those who are subsumed, drowning in sweat. Here ﷺ also said, the people will stand before the Lord of the worlds for the length of half of a day, which is like 50,000 years. That day will be made easy for the believer like the sun lowering itself until it has set. And here ﷺ said, every creature is awake and alert on Jummah when it awakens until the sun sets, fearful of the last hour, except for humans and jinns. What is Judgment Day? It is the day of accounting, the day that hisab will be taken. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in Surah Al-Zilzal, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, on that day mankind will come out in scattered groups to be shown their deeds. So whoever does an atom's weight of good will see it, and whoever does an atom's weight of bad will see it. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. So what are we doing? What are we busy with? Are we busy with good? Or are we busy with bad? Or are we living like grass and doing nothing? Our Sheikh Sahib al-Saif, Sheikh Abdul Karim al-Kibrisi Rabbani Qadaslasir is telling us how we should be living, saying this is what we have to concentrate on. This is what we have to be busy with. This is what we have to sit and think all the time. How I did today. Today I got up again. Why did I get up? Did I get up for the sake of Allah, to live for Allah's sake, or I got up for this dunya? If you're getting up for this dunya, then there's very little benefit, Allah is saying. If you're getting up for Allah's sake, to live for Allah's sake, then this dunya is coming free with it, because you're aiming For Akhirat life is just like a farmer who's planting grain. When he's planting the grain, no farmer is planting grain to collect straw. Everyone's planting the grain to multiply the grain to get more out of it. But the straw comes free. It grows with it and you take the straw free. This dunya is just like that straw. The Akhirat life is just like that grain you're planting. So the Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying to us, when the angel of death comes to you, 3 things go with you to the grave. 3 things accompany you to your grave. 1 is your family, the other one is your wealth, and the other one is your good deeds. Your good deeds, your good actions, your good way of lifestyle stays in the grave with you. Your wealth and your family, they turn back. Those questions that Shaykh Effendi is saying, they are not basic questions like some people are saying. Put all the halwats, put all the zikrs and tahajjuds and iktikafs and sama aside. What is your answer to those questions? Why did I get up? And who am I living for? If you cannot answer those questions, and if you're not learning how to answer those questions, nothing you have is going to benefit you, because then you didn't do it for Allah. You did it for something else. And then when you are running in the way of Allah, and you ask those questions, and you are honest every day, you understand that nothing you do fits to the majesty of Allah, and nothing you do can ever fit to present to Allah. And then you start to ask and think about a different question. This hadith is given to Hazrat Anas ibn Malik, who was a servant of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And he is saying, a man asked Holy Prophet ﷺ, when will the hour be? The Prophet ﷺ said, what have you prepared for it? The man said, nothing, except that I love Allah and His Messenger. The Prophet ﷺ said, you will be with those whom you love. When Hazrat Anas is saying, then Hazrat Anas is saying, we have never been so glad as we were on hearing that saying of the Prophet ﷺ, that you will be with those whom you love. Therefore, I love the Prophet, Abu Bakr, Umar, and I hope that I will be with them because of my love for them through my deeds. I will be with them because of my love for them, though my deeds are not similar to theirs. So now you look to those people that Allah loves, not whom you love. You look to those people that are beloved to Allah. Allah loves them and they love Allah. And for that you have to become humble. Because 21st century man especially says, what, someone is better than me? Someone is going to be more beloved to Allah than me. I will not accept it. That thinking and the deeds that come with that thinking, they cannot take you anywhere. Until your ego breaks enough for you to realize and say, I am nothing, and my deeds are nothing, and my work is nothing. I need to hold on to the jubbah of someone Allah loves to take me to safety. Until you reach that point, you are on the edge of the fire. Because even Hazrat Anas, whose whole life was spent serving the Holy Prophet ﷺ, loving the Prophet, sacrificing for him, he is saying, I love the Holy Prophet and Hazrat Abu Bakr and Hazrat Umar, and I hope I will be with them, even though my deeds are not like theirs. He is looking to his love and his attachment. He is not looking to what he has done. That is a believer. He doesn't end with the Holy Prophet. He goes to each inheritor of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. So don't think that you or me, you can say, I love the Holy Prophet. No. You must love the ones that they love. You must love who is representing him in this time. And love is not a word. It is your life. is not a feeling, it is a truth. Hazrat Ibrahim's love was tested. He was ready to sacrifice his son, and he sacrificed his son. But the knife did not cut. And through that sacrifice of his son, we were saved. All of us until Judgment Day. Hazrat Hussein's love was tested. He sacrificed his sons, his wives, his children. He sacrificed his head. Don't claim you sacrificed anything in the way of Allah. And don't claim you sacrificed anything in the way of love. These are the days of Hajj. With the Ihram, you cannot hide anything. In these days, come out. We should come out and be real and say, Ya Rabbi, help me to leave the hypocrisy and the pretending and the illusion and delusion. Help me to be sincere and to be real. Your love is real, Ya Rabbi. The love of your Prophet is real. The love of those ones who are the inheritors, those whom you love and they love you, that love is real. Any other love is fake and will lead you to hellfire. And yes, Alhamdulillah, we have the blessing that in these last days, we have the blessing that the one we should love is there. So now run with that love. Run to do something with that love. And the Shaykh we are following, he is holding the flag of Haqq to prepare this world to come back to the right way. If you open the door to Shaitan to attack you and to rob you of that love, to confuse you with wrong kinds of loves, then you are an accomplice in letting that to happen. Then your dunya, your grave, your akhirat, all of it is going to be lost. May Allah save us. These are the days of Hajj. Tomorrow, inshallah Rahman, is the day of Arafah. These are the days of asking. And these are the days Allah has promised He listens to His servants. Ya Rabbi, forgive us. Ya Rabbi, accept our tawbah. Ya Rabbi, let us stay associated with those who are your beloved servants. Make us to serve them. Make us to be in their work. Make us to make them pleased with us. Don't make us to be removed from their hearts. Ya Rabbi, help the ummah. Ya Rabbi, end the time of tyranny. Ya Rabbi, end the tyrants. Ya Rabbi, send Sahibul Zaman.